Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Behind the Mask podcast. Yeah, I had an amazing episode, guys. I had a new guest, Junkie, better known as Dimitrios Morales. Yeah, he's he's him. He's the goat. He is a legend in the sport, in the whole airsoft world. He tried it all. 5v5 to target shooting to now playing FCC, Speed KB, everything you can imagine he did. Yeah, guys, I had a blast talking with him. Yeah, guys, it was an amazing episode. Was lucky to have him on the show because I know he's always busy. He has a big family. But yeah, guys, it was an amazing one. We had some good conversations. So, guys, I'm not going to spell more tea. We are just going to hop into the episode. But before we're going to do this, I just want to say something to you guys. I'm very grateful for all the support, for everyone who's tuning in, who's listening, who's watching. I see you all. And guys, I love you all. For new viewers, listeners, or maybe you are coming back, but you never know when the episode is dropping. Guys, I will always drop the episodes on Friday in the morning, Central Europe time. But yeah, guys, if you want to know more, if you want to stay tuned with the podcast, make sure to follow us on Instagram, on YouTube, and of course on Spotify, guys. Yeah, guys, with that said, let's jump into the episode. Welcome back, guys, to Behind the Mask podcast, episode 5. Today, I'm sitting down with one of the only one, the legend, the myth, the goat of the sport. Welcome, Junkie. Junkie, how are you today?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How
Yeah,
about you?
I'm good. Yeah, I had my work. I hit the gym. So, Mush is always fine, you know. Junkie, first of all, how excited are you after a win like this?
And then you're talking about the FCC, right?
Yeah, the FCC.
Um, I'm super excited. Um, I'm grateful. I'm super grateful that I'm doing the FCC and that I'm part of this game, of this amazing sport that everyone knows that Theo Griezmann is organizing the FCC. Um, but I'm super grateful that I'm part of this sport.
Yeah,
And
it's something new, but it's really I did it myself, and it has a bright future.
yeah, I have to say, because when I was playing Baba, for example, in my first match, and then Slip, I was watching all the games of these guys. And the one thing that I've noticed was how advanced FCC is at this point. Because if you watch the first games, the first tournament,
Yeah,
even the camera angles, the rules, the background, the colors around it, the host, the referees in the beginning were on the field.
yeah,
So how it is at the moment, it's actually on point. And I'm happy that I'm playing now instead of two refs on the field following you,
yeah,
exposing your
yeah,
your
definitely.
way. So no, I'm very grateful that I'm part of this sport.
Yeah, like I said, it has a very bright future. It's already changed a lot, like you said. In the beginning, there were refs on the field. Then
Yeah,
they quickly switched over to the VAR. And yeah, the VAR over there, it's insane. I saw it with my own eyes. The detail you can see on the screens, it's yeah, it's just insane. It's the next level. So yeah, Junkie, I'm just gonna jump in the very first question, and I can expect a very long answer because you are doing airsoft already for a long time. But my question is, Junkie, how did you get into airsoft, man? How? Tell us.
well, how did I get into airsoft? It has been indeed a very long time that it all happened with my knee. Actually, I've been doing football and for almost my entire life. But when I got injured, badly injured, um, I had to recover, and I didn't have the chance or didn't had the right surgery to be playing on the highest level again.
Okay, Junkie, I'm just gonna stop you right there. Can you tell me a little bit more about the injury so we can have like a view of what injury we are talking about?
Yeah, when I was playing football at my 18, I was playing at a club, KSK Beveren, back in the days, first division in Belgium.
Oh, yeah.
And I was doing my debut. I was just 18, and 3 months after my debut, I tore my ACL on my right knee.
Oh.
So my career was actually finished.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's a very common injury in football.
yeah. Especially if you don't recover well, you will get the results afterwards. In my case,
Yeah.
because until this day, I already have 7 injuries on my right knee.
Damn, Robocop.
Yeah, they took out the screws, so
Okay.
I'm no Robocop anymore. But still, 7 injuries. Yeah.
Okay, damn, 7 surgeries. Damn, that's actually insane. And for me too, I had the torn ACL, but with me it was in around 2018, 17. And at that moment, they already changed the complete surgery. Like I can imagine back in the time, they completely did it like a big how do you say it, incision in your skin and lay open the whole knee. With me, I don't have a big scar. It's just like small scars because they're just putting sticks inside and then rebooting it, I'm gonna say. So look, by me, I don't have so much problems with it, but damn, still it's a big injury.
It's a big injury, especially the one that I did. It was done well. They always said to me, "Yeah, you have to go to Professor Martens here in Antwerp." And I went to the surgery, and I said, "Yeah, I did the surgery with Dr. Mertens," and they said, "Mertens or Martens?" I said, "Mertens," and they said, "No, you had to go to Martens."
Oh.
And the one surgery that I got was good enough to do sport, but not on a high level.
Not enough to still recover and come back stronger.
Yeah, that was just a surgery for regular people who just want to do their jobs, but mine was not strong enough. And after that first surgery, I snapped my meniscus because it wasn't strong enough. So I had to remove a piece of my meniscus. And then I remember during a game, no contact, no tackle, I was just running, my ACL snapped. And
again, same knee?
Same knee.
Oh.
And but I knew that this time it was my ACL again. And but I kept on playing because my body was still warm. And after I giving a pass to someone, I got a tackle. And within that tackle, I torn almost everything.
Oh, damn.
My meniscus, my ACL, my patel, almost everything.
Your lateral bands, everything just around. For people who don't know, if you torn your ACL, you don't have any stability in your knee anymore. I walked around without an ACL for like 3 months because I had to recover and build up muscle to do the surgery. But you can feel that your knee is unstable. And like Junkie is saying, you can still live without an ACL, but you can feel the instability in your knee. And one small thing, one damage to the knee can make a complete different story.
Yeah.
Damn.
So after that, I got those surgeries, long recovery. I was back in those days with my ex, and within the family of my ex, they said, let's go. We have a birthday party, and we're going to do some paintball somewhere here in we call it the Ardennen.
Yeah.
And I asked my brother to come and join, and Elias, by the way. And we went to play paintball. And after that one paintball, but that was paintball in the woods, not paintball with
Okay.
5v5. It was
Just like
paintball in the woods.
the regular rental paintball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And from that day, my brother, my brother went on YouTube and he said, "Hey, Dimi, check this out. It looks like war with real guns." And we checked it because my brother in those days was playing Counter-Strike.
Okay.
And it was similar. What we saw on YouTube, it was similar to Counter-Strike. And my brother hooked me actually in airsoft, and that's when it happened, like 17, 18 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
So we've been playing airsoft since, and until this day I'm still playing. I'm still active. My brother not so much, but we've played for many years together. We did weekends, which means that we go on Saturday, we stay over there in the night and
Oh
play on
yeah,
Sunday.
because it's Milsim, right?
Yeah, it's Milsim, but not hardcore Milsim.
Okay. I have to say, I never played any Milsim in my life. I only played CKB and I directly switched over to Speedsoft and ESL and all the rest. So
Well, but that's how the airsoft started for me.
okay, yeah. It's like you're almost playing for two decades. It's insane, man.
Almost 2 decades, indeed.
And still active, beating the youngsters up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think that has to do a lot of with my past with sports. Kept me young, kept me
Yeah.
active. So yeah.
Okay. And maybe not everyone knows, but you experienced a lot of airsoft and different kinds of airsoft. Like you started with Milsim and you switched over to, I call it target shooting. I don't know the right name, but can you
Okay,
explain a little bit about this? Because it's also a sport. It's bigger, I think, and they have also like a competition behind it. Or
well, in the beginning, of course, we did more outdoor fields, outdoor skirms, but the gameplay was not so intense that we like to have it. So we also played CQB indoors,
okay, yeah,
and that was more our thing. And from almost the beginning, we were active with pistols, and actually that's where it also happened with the pistols, and we called it back in the days race guns. Race guns with dots on the pistol, or
okay,
high kappa. We
yeah,
used high kappa actually, and because we were so into high kappa, we met someone who was doing target shooting, and me and my brother, we joined this team club. It was in Antwerp, Merksen, and it's called AAD. And they were specialized in IPSC target shooting, which means
okay,
which I also recommend for every pistol player, because last weekend at the FCC, I also said it to everyone, Sleep, Vava, Baba, to if they have the possibility or the chance to do IPSC, I would recommend it, because it's not just target shooting, but you will learn how to handle a pistol
yeah,
in every aspect, like safety, because safety first.
yeah, every time.
Safety first, and that's what you will learn during the IPSC trainings.
Okay, because they are more treating it like still a real firearm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
okay, that's good.
when I did a competition, I was never in the real steel, but during the competition, real steel players came in and played the IPSC airsoft version, because
Okay.
it's also way more cheap than
Yeah.
real bullets. So the real IPSC shooters, real steel shooters, came in the airsoft IPSC world to train and to do drills. And I was actually then competing against the real steel shooters. I would learn the way they would move, or
Yeah.
I would learn the way how they shoot. So it made me also a better player.
Yeah.
And I think I did it like I don't know, 6 to 7 years.
Okay.
So, but it's also a completely different sport. It's
Yeah,
within the
definitely.
airsoft, but still sports.
Yeah, and I can imagine like it gives you a big advantage because you will learn how to feel your gun. You will play most. I always see it like this. If you are riding a bike, riding a horse, riding a motorcycle, in the beginning, I'm just gonna go with the bike. The bike is driving you. But at one time, you have to control the bike. And with the target shooting, I can imagine you will learn to play with the pistol and not the other way. Because in the beginning, the pistol is always playing with you, and you will need to adjust your handling and your stance and everything. But you will definitely learn how to shoot with your pistol, how he reacts in this situation, and also its closer range. But it's also a big muscle memory, I think, because it's all the different kinds of targets you need to shoot. So it's you are really training muscle memory, I think. So
It's not just muscle memory, but for example, when you're doing a practice or when you're doing a competition, um, you have to think about, okay, what's the best way to get these targets first, then move up to the next targets. Okay, where should I do the reload? Should I do the reload now, or should I do the reload after 10 shots? So you have to calculate almost everything during the
yeah,
IPSC.
okay,
What's the fastest route? Okay, if I do this route, where is the best way to do the mag change? Or in between which target should I do the mag switch? So it has a lot to do with how you're gonna prep yourself, how you see the layout, because it's not the layout that you see like 1 month ago. No, you come to the field. This is the layout. You get maybe a 3-minute walk, field walk, to
okay,
see what angles you can use to be faster. But at the same time, and this is the great thing in IPSC, you're not walking alone on the field. There are
okay,
10 more, and all these 10 guys are watching each other like, maybe he's seeing something that I don't see.
yeah, definitely,
So the thing is that you don't want to expose too much, but at the
okay,
same time, you need to expose it a little bit because you need to prep yourself
yeah,
for the route.
definitely. Okay, and I can imagine, like you say, it's every time like a blind layout.
Yeah.
So nobody can actually prep on the specific layout. So you will really see who the best player is and who will adapt the fastest. So IP, how do you say it again? The
IPSC?
IPSC, yeah. And what is actually, do you know the complete name of IP?
Oh,
I
I
keep
have to
losing it.
look it up for the IPSC full
IPSC.
name. Um, International Practice Shooting Confederation.
Okay, and is it still active in Belgium or?
Yeah. You have, well, the club that I used to train and practice. Unfortunately, they stopped because they moved up to the real steel.
Okay, okay.
But in
It's
Belgium, you have several locations, and especially in the Brussels.
okay, but actually, it's very easy to set up a field. I think if you have like how would you say it, 50 square meters, you can already do a lot with it, I think. So
But yeah, nowadays you have YouTube.
yeah,
YouTube will help you out, and you have good instructors to give
okay,
you good pointers, ideas, tips. to how to handle it, how to hold a pistol, how
Okay.
to do a reload. On you nowadays, YouTube is a great, a big source where you can
Yeah.
find all information.
We have the internet now.
Yeah, of course.
No, but maybe actually I never did it before, but I'm actually very interested in it because it will really help me as just playing with a pistol. Most of the time I don't play pistol anymore. I stick to my M4, but yeah, just to maybe go through the winters and yeah, just do some practice over there. So yeah, okay, no, nice. Target shooting, um, definitely something to search up. Then when when did you find out about Speedsoft?
I found out Speedsoft in 2016, actually.
16. Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
was it then already like active in Belgium or?
They gave it a try back in 2016 because I got introduced to this back in the days weird play style because someone that I knew, he said, "Hey, Dimi, check this out," and it was a video of SYG back
Okay.
2016, and I was like, "Why are these guys jumping, sliding?" All I saw was was movements that I say I can kill everyone because they're doing this stupid shit. But that was actually in 2016.
Okay.
And some of the guys that I knew made a field, and they started it. But I have to be honest, like I said myself, back in those days, I was not interested in what these guys were doing. They
Okay.
were overshooting, shooting full auto, and I was like, nah. Because if you watch my videos from back in those days, we were shooting with gas max, and
Okay.
we were shooting 1 balls or 2 balls.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Different play style.
it was a completely different. And when I saw that happening, I was like, I'm not gonna waste one so much BBs, and two, it's not my thing.
Okay.
But I was introduced in the Speedsoft in 2016, but it became officially in 2019.
Okay. So it came a little bit later. And during the time between 16 and 19, did you change your style by playing CQB, or you were just still doing the same thing?
No, I was always doing the same thing, and the play style is still the same play style. If I go to the CQB field in Kortrijk, Kill House,
Okay.
if you see me play there, that's the same play style like 10, 15 years ago.
Okay,
Same play
so
style.
you really make like a switch when you are going to a CKB field, or it's like for me when I'm going over when I'm playing on a CKB field, most of the time I'm running. I'm running and I want to get as many kills as I want. Or if I'm tired, it's on a Friday night, I'm gonna play a little bit slower and just play hide and seek. But majority of the time, I'm just playing Speedsoft, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I have two different play styles. Let me say play styles. If I go outdoors, I'm fully camo. I
Yeah.
have fully camo gear, which will surprise people, because then they see me and they will say, hey, Dimi, what is the loadout? And I'm like, I'm in the zone. I'm shooting airsoft with MP7, M4, DMR, whatever. But when I go outdoors, I'm aiming for the long distance one shot. Like it satisfies me. Like if you shoot some guy at 45 meters or 50 meters with one shot, I'm like, oh yeah, my gun is fine tuned. It's dialed in. And if I go play CQB, I change because I know when I arrive, I see, that looks like an aggressive player in those black dye mask outfit with shorts.
The typical Speedsoft setup.
The typical Speedsoft loadout. then I know, okay, it's gonna be that kind of day that it's gonna be fast, active, and
Okay. So
but
actually,
I can.
you are more changing to your surroundings if you are playing CKB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember I was going out with a few friends of mine here in Antwerp. We had the power plant, and I was fully geared, Milsim gear, and I was having my MTW from Wolverine, and I saw a group of 10 guys, Speedsoft gear, and I said to my guys, I'm gonna grab my pistol. Because I think it's gonna be that day, that
Okay.
kind of game, like.
You're
So it's
already
like
preparing.
switching. Yeah,
Okay, nice. Okay, shit. Okay, so you started actually Speedsoft in 2019, when it all started with the SpeedKB,
yeah.
and actually since then you never stopped playing Speedsoft.
No, I haven't, because there was a time that I met my wife, and we bought a house and stuff, and for me, I had to make a choice. Like, okay, if I'm committed to the Speedsoft,
Yeah,
I cannot go to the Speedsoft and go airsoft and go skirm and go training, and
yeah,
it was
definitely.
way too much. So I had to
No,
make a choice. But I never stopped loving the game
yeah,
of airsoft,
yeah,
skirm,
definitely.
CQB, woodlands. But yeah, I had to make a choice, and my choice was Speedsoft, because we built a team in 2019, and that's where it all started. And yeah,
Since since now today you are still playing Speedsoft, you are still loving it. And actually, to be honest, Junkie, if you would choose like regular airsoft, CKB, Milsim, or Speedsoft, what would you choose? Like, if you had to make like only one choice, you have one choice, you need to pick one. What should you do?
I would pick airsoft.
Airsoft in general.
I would pick airsoft in general. I've seen it all happen. I've seen the evolution in airsoft. I've seen the evolution in the airsoft replicas. How everything got innovated. And the reason why I'm saying I would pick airsoft CQB any day over Speedsoft is because, I don't want to sound negative in this, but I've been competing in Speedsoft for the last 4 years and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen the change. And if someone at the skirm doesn't call a hit, you would say it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No.
We have 100 players more to kill. But if you play Speedsoft, a 5v5, where you can win a trophy or whatever, and players are not calling hits, that's frustrating.
Yeah, that's really frustrating. I understand because it's really when you step on the field and CKB, you are there to enjoy your day and just have some fun with guys you don't even know, but you always make friends at the field. Always. It's just like that. And once you step on the Speedsoft field, it's the competitiveness in you that is willing to give it all. And yeah, on the end, it's
And
still a gentleman sports, and it's difficult with these kind of things because, yeah, I understand. I definitely
and
understand it.
I say, and I saw it happen for in an airsoft skirm CQB. If someone didn't call a hit, I really not getting, not even mad, not even 1%. I'm like, whew, that shot was insane, even though he didn't call it, but that was insane. And in Speedsoft, it's like it didn't call the hit, and maybe the player that didn't call the hit is finishing the game.
Yeah, definitely, and
and
then the frustration
and
starts.
then the frustration starts, and you're thinking about okay, what are we gonna do? uh are we gonna play the same as they gonna play, or gonna we stick to the plan? And that's what you see in the last years of Speedsoft.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. At the moment right now, I didn't start at the time you started, but I'm already, I think, on my fourth year of playing competitive Speedsoft, and even I already saw a big change in it. People go, new teams come. It's always a big thing, but on the end, I still saw a change. Is it going the right direction? There's something we will see in the future. There's something we can't say today. But yeah, I understand your point when once you step on the speeds of field, and even like last time we played speeds of the speed night in Kortrijk on Friday, and it's only for fun. But even then, when someone is not taking a hit, it's different, but there's not so much frustration, but you can still feel like if someone is not taking the hit.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Of course.
and to answer on your choice, I respect the choice, to be honest, because for me, playing CQB is like a recharge moment for me. It's like just enjoy yourself, have a good day, just shoot some people, have fun. So to be honest, if you had only to pick one and you choose airsoft, it's just pure enjoyment. It's no BS, it's no frustration. It's just going out to the field, having some fun, shooting some BBs and killing some people. So it's nice.
100%.
Yeah.
It's 100%.
So
I
no.
a few weeks ago, I went to a field in Aldringham, one of the biggest CQB field I believe in Europe.
No.
I was there with the guys from the Reapers. I asked a friend of mine that is not into Speedsoft but just regular airsoft CQB player, and we were there, and we were going from floor to floor, room to room, clearing rooms, and we had a medic with us, and we were rushing and pushing, and they were calling, that man, oh, we got a dead man over here, where is the medic, hey medic, come over here. So it's a completely different environment.
Yeah.
The game style is different. You are more, it's more, yeah, I don't know, it's completely different, and I would choose that anytime over Speedsoft.
Yeah, and just for the
Definitely.
whole, just for the whole enjoyment, no BS, and just like I said before, when you go to CKB field or maybe to Milsom event, when you come there and you are alone, you will definitely make some friends or talk with some people. We are all Team Airsoft, so why shouldn't we?
Yep.
And it's maybe by looking at his gun or they are looking at your gear and they are saying like, hey, what is this? And you then the talk starts like, and I have this in my replica and that and I would recommend this. So no, I definitely respect the choice you said. I'm going over to something else. Like you said, in 2019, it all started. You made your own team, and I want you to explain a little bit, like I made my own team self. How did you guys create this team? Because not everyone knows this.
No, of course. Well, before the before that Speed QB came here to Europe, I was playing, of course, me and my brother, with Kenny in that time, aka Belgian Waffles. We were playing with a lot of guys at Wild Mountain, and and the owner of Wild Mountain was Bert, and Bert was a chill guy, and we said, this guy really puts his energy in the missions, because for me, Wild Mountain was one of the best organizations that we had.
And just, I don't know, Wild Mountain, what was it kind of a field? Was it CKB, outdoor?
It was an outdoor field, but you had one part that was woodland,
Okay.
and one part was like a village,
Okay.
with not a closed roof, open roof, but it was a CQB field, but it was outdoors.
Okay.
And well, you need to check out my YouTube page.
Okay, I will
And,
definitely.
you have there the Wild Mountain videos.
Okay.
Awesome field. Field is gone, but that was hosted by Bert back in those days, and he saw me play. He liked my play style, the aggressiveness, the tactical player, the team player, because we were playing as a team.
Yeah.
And he introduced. He said to me, Dimi, I'm coming something new with something new to Europe. It's Pitsoft, and you should make a team. And I said, yeah, but Speedsoft, I don't know one who wants to play Speedsoft. I don't know. I don't know. Make a team. You, Kenny, Elias. I don't know. You can start a team. Okay, so me, Elias, and Kenny, we started asking like, how we gonna do this, and then we said, let's do a tryout.
Okay.
Okay, so we did a tryout. We were searching for names. We had Delirium. We had
Delirium. Damn.
yeah, we had Elite. We had Triple Shot. We had Double Shot. We had Apex. We had different names. And my youngest brother Elias, he said second to none. And second to none, where is that coming from? No, it's a saying, second to none. And we said second to none. Okay, nice. Let's take second to none.
It has a catch.
But we said, but we have to win, because we cannot end up behind the team and be second to none. So my brother created the name. Okay. We voted. We said, let's go for second to none. And we did a tryout. And during the tryout, we had so many players who were interested. And we had good players. Tsipa, back in the days, also doing tryout with another guy. Thomas Hall, Robbie, David, all these players that actually played the Speed QB, but with a different team.
Yeah.
But we did tryouts. We made our team. And back in these days, because we saw good players, we said, okay, we made our team, but we can make a second team. And the second team, instead of S2N, we said S2C, Seconds to Chaos. So we said, we're going to make two teams back in the days.
Okay.
And, but that's where it actually started.
Okay.
So from Airsoft, regular Airsoft, me, Elias, Kenny. Kenny was a hybrid player, because during the Airsoft days, he was playing with M4, MP7, Sniper. Okay. And then we had Rebel. Rebel was a sniper as well. And then we had Pinoy. Pinoy was a full Milsim player. We had Rashid. Rashid was also a CQB player like me.
Okay.
And but that's how and where it all started.
And it all started with the first event in Bünde. Was it that was the very first event, right?
That was the very first, indeed, in Bünde.
Okay. And yeah, there's where the streak started. So you won that event, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one, and I can go on and go on. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Nobody had the luck of beating the old good guys. So no, definitely. And actually, I wanted to go over something, because Second to None started in Bünde. You guys played DreamHack.
Yeah.
You won DreamHack, but at that time, you also had two teams, right? You had Second to None 1 and Second to None 2. Or was it not then?
No. Second to None 2 was later.
Okay, it was
2,
later.
I believe it was in 2021, I believe.
Okay. What was actually the choice behind quitting the second team? Because back in the day, Second to None was a bigger team. It was divided in two teams. But then the choice came. I don't know if it was a choice or just people leaving. But then it all fused to only one team. what was actually the choice behind it, or what was the whole concept behind it?
Yeah, well, the whole concept was that back in the days, I said because Sectonon won Bunde, Sectonon won DreamHack, Sectonon won the 2020. I felt the pressure in the way that we already won multiple tournaments, that the expectations were always high.
Yeah.
And we said, second to none, regardless what happens, needs to be on top. So I had the idea to make a second team, and the main reason was because the second team needed to be as good as the original first team, and I would train the first team and the second team in a way that we were each other's sparring partners.
Yeah.
So
okay.
we had the toughest trainings, we had the toughest sparring sessions, and eventually it paid off, because I believe in 2021, Sectonon 1 and Sectonon 2 were playing the finals,
Yeah.
which means
So
we eliminated Legion, we eliminated the Reapers, we eliminated all these French teams, Dutch teams, Belgium teams, and you had Sectonon 1 and Sectonon 2, which means that the level of trainings and the sparring sessions and was really on a high level.
yeah, you guys definitely was always like 1 foot forward to all new things, and just improving on your game style and gameplay and just tactics overall. So
it paid off, and but one of the biggest reasons for me, and I felt bad that it had to happen, but a few guys from the second team, they made a comment, and that comment I couldn't accept it, in a way that they said that if the second team loses, it doesn't matter, it's the first team that has to do it. And I was like, So the problem that I had was, so the first team needs to kick their own butts completely to be there, but the second team is
just the backup,
having,
or
yeah, but even if it's just a backup, they're there because everything is for free, and the BBs are for free, and the jerseys are for free. And if you are just there because the things are for free, because I'm kicking my ass off on the field, Elias is doing his best on the field, Kenny was doing his best on the field, Rashid, Bente. So I felt a little bit of a disrespect towards our sacrifice. And that's something that in my life, I never got any gifts. I never got anything for free. And if someone, it's like, I don't know how to say it in English.
So actually, yeah, I can't translate it too. It's actually they just were by the team just for the name, but not for the team. It's kind of like that, just only for the, if someone is right now going to Hakai, they say like, can I do a tryout and this and that, and I say, okay, you can, no problem, come up, we will see what we can do for you. He comes in the team, and then he just is like relax mode, and I'm on the team, and it's okay, and I can just profiteren van that, from this and that. And no, that's not the thing. If you are coming by a team, and if you are in a team, you are doing it for the team, not for the name. It's the team that matters.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the way how I felt it back in those days, and that's one of the decisions that I made. That no, if they are here with this kind of mentality, then I rather go with one team, and that's it. That was for me one of the main reasons that the second team had to stop.
Okay, and then actually you guys were left with, I think, only 5 or 6 or 7, because then it switched over. And I think at that moment you guys picked up McSwain, I think.
Well, before McSwain, because it was a 5v5 and we said 6-7 is more than enough.
Yeah.
But then the Speed QB Europe changed to Pro Division, First Division.
Yeah.
The rules started to change and more minutes to play. So we said, okay, to avoid more injuries and stuff, we need more players. But yeah, we had Bilgun.
Yeah,
playing
I still
us.
remember the name. Yeah.
As a backup player, like if something might happen,
Yeah.
he can play.
Okay.
And also we had Thomas Soens also a few times in the team. Soenske.
Soenske, yeah. I was thinking, who is this guy?
Yeah.
So
Soenske,
okay,
so,
okay.
and then because Legion was out of the picture, we got a question from why not McSwain if he's because when he was in Legion he was a very aggressive player. He was always high. He had a good voice, loud voice, a good communication. So we asked McSwain if he was interested, and he was more than interested. He joined our team, and I think that was in 2021, 22.
Yeah, something like that. I think the first time he played, was it not in the white jerseys, or did he play before already?
I think he played a few tournaments before the white jerseys.
Okay, nice. Damn, you already had some big changes, some new guys coming, some people leaving, of course. It's always like this. At one time, people are choosing different paths in their life. But I want to ask you one thing, and like I said, you won the first one and the second one and the after one and next. But
all of them.
All of them. Until you quit playing. But all of the wins, was it just talent of walking? Wait. Was it just talent, or were you guys just walking forward on all the teams? Like, how did you prepare for all the events by winning them? Because winning every event, every time, again and again, it's not. You can't tell me it's only talent. You can be a good player, but it was always like second to none. Was walking forward on all teams in training and tactics and seeing the game. Even it didn't matter what format it was. Even when NSL just came out, you guys cringed it, like it was a format you played for 5 years or something. Can you tell me a little bit more about this?
Yeah, of course. No, the I remember Rashid. Rashid, he's a creator of Euro Tactics, by the way. He told me because he played paintball in the past.
Okay.
And he said, Dimi, if you want to have good communication, it will take years. And that's something that stayed in my mind. And we trained, don't forget, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. We trained so hard. And I mean, I was the coach.
Yeah.
I was team captain. I'm one of the creators of Second to None. Me, my brother Kenny, and they gave me the role as Dimi. You are the best guy to do this, and I have to be honest, Jenten, with the education and the school and the kind of trainings that I had back in those days when I was playing football.
Yeah.
It developed my brains.
Yeah.
A lot.
Because you already experienced like the high level of sport.
Yeah, in
Okay.
football, I have to say, in football, it's not everyone, but good players. Before you getting the ball, you already know this guy is there, this guy is there. Before the ball is coming, I yell this guy to come over here. So I was already, it's like seeing the future,
Yeah.
seeing the gameplays in your mind, and it's just executing it.
Yeah.
And that's
Definitely.
the way, and that's the thing that I had and trained so hard for my team back in those days. So I have to say that the players that were selected, I'm super glad and super happy until this day. I know I made the good choices. Players like Rebel, players like Benta, players like Polo, players like Elias, back in those from the beginning. These players were not top players, but these players were the ones that always listened,
Yeah.
and that's what you need. And these guys listened from A until Z to the point. They listened, and I said, even you hold your pistols like this, watch this, put your hands like this, and all those details. With all those years of training and training and training and training, people will see us on the field like, something's, they have something, but it's not that we have something. No, we trained so hard
Yeah.
that things looks easy on the field, but it is not.
It's all
Because
people only see the outcome and they don't see the preparation for it. And
indeed,
even when you say like the five guys you just said, like your brother, Rebel, Polo, Bente, all the guys you took from the beginning, they listened. Um, Having the task on you for being the coach, being the captain, it's not the easiest one. People can only listen to you and can learn from you if they respect you. And that's something very important. And they need to trust in their captain, their coach. Otherwise, they will never reach their potential.
yeah,
And at some point, maybe a coach can not give you enough. He's not that good of a coach to give you everything. But yeah, you just always walked forward and you saw the game different because you had the experience of being on a professional level in football. And you saw how you need to prepare, how you need to prepare, how you need to prepare tactics or see games like this. You really learned how to play the game, and that's only, and I see it even until today, if new guys are coming up. They never played airsoft. They just started airsoft, maybe playing for 3 months. And when you're talking with them and you ask them, like, did you do any sport before? And you hear from them they did like another sport before, but on a high level, you know there is potential with these guys, because they knew what it is to be professional and to give it all and train hard to reach your full potential. And yeah, just the way you took everything from training to tactics to leading a team was, it looked, for the people outside, it looked very simple, but like you say, like I said, we only see the outcome. We don't see the preparation. We don't know how much you guys trained, what you did on training sessions, and everything like this. And that is something people need to understand. Like, things like this doesn't happen overnight. It
no,
needs
no,
like,
it took years. It took years, and like you also said, it depends on how you train, and that's also a very key thing in training sessions is how efficient are you training, because I'm just going to be honest on this. And I've seen teams train every single weekend. Some teams train 2 to 3 times a week. And I remember 2023, the entire year, not a single player of second to none went to a pickup game. Not a single player of second to none went to do a private session. We didn't train during those years. We only trained one day before each tournament.
Okay.
But that training was super hard training.
Yeah.
And we said this angle, that angle, here, you stay here, you talk this, you say this, you here, you watch me. We dialed that so hard because all those years previously, they helped us in a way that now we don't have to see what we did in the past, because what's in the past, it's now here.
Yeah, it's
an automatically something that it's second nature.
Yeah.
So the only thing that we need to do is angles.
Yeah.
This angle, that angle, and also preparation, a team captain, watching games, watching players. Oh, this guy's only right-handed. This guy is a left-handed and he's always watching on the outside. This player, he's shooting from home, and after 3 seconds he goes to that bunker. So these are the things that we already know as team.
No.
Because I have a list. I watch the teams, I watch the players, even the way how they even yell on the field. Okay, if he yells, is because something is here on this side of the field.
Yeah, something is happening.
Yeah, so we take notes. Guys, this is the information. Study it, and that's how you train on the field, and that's how you prep yourself for the tournaments. And I think, yeah, until we played our last game, I think we showed everyone around the world that we were
the best of the best.
Yeah,
it's just the truth, Junkie. You guys were the best of the best. You won everything until the day you guys quit. So yeah, it's like Team Belgium 2023. It was the best Belgium team we could ever have. It was.
I think it was the best team that
nobody could do anything.
Yeah.
And I even talked with different nations, and I said to them, like, what do you think about Nations Cup Belgium 2020?
Ik krijg zelfs kippenvel, joh.
Goosebumps. No, but it was, even if I didn't get a penalty, we had a bigger streak of mercy rules. But no, it's just the truth, and we have to be honest about this. Yeah, you guys were the best, and you guys just took it way differently. And I'm just gonna take like a comparison, like, as maybe some guys know, I listen a lot to podcasts, and especially Play the Game podcast from Marcelo Margot and Tyler Harmon. And not so long ago, I heard something like this year in paintball, there is a lot of things happening, big changes, big rosters. But all the big teams, and when I say big teams, it's like Dynasty, Heat, Impact, X Factor, and all things like this. The only thing they do is when the layout drops, they're gonna play together like the weekend before, or just some training sessions to dial in, get everything right, get the angles in, like you guys did. But right now, this season, World Cup 2024, a team who just went into pro won. But how does it come they won? Because they were on the field 5 times a week, training hard, getting the synergy, getting the chemistry between each other, like you guys did in the beginning of the years, training hard, training every week, training on communication, because communication is still, if you have good communication, your game is already, I can say 60% is won. Because if you know what is happening on the field and you can read the field, you can do something with it. But if you are with 5 guys, you can have the best of the best, but they can't communicate. Yeah, maybe you're gonna win 1 point or this or that, but on the end, you will not win championships. And that's just the thing. Like, when you guys had a season, you only trained 1 day before the tournament. It just meant like the teams you were competing to were not on the same level, and it's just the truth. it's just the damn hard truth. The teams you were competing were just not on the same level, and that is something what happened this year in paintball. Like the teams noticed like 2 weeks before the tournament cannot happen anymore. We have to train more because teams who are training more are getting better results and are getting just taking championships away. So yeah, now they notice like they have to change something. And I think after the year when you guys trained like maybe one day before the tournament, I think teams started to train more. And I think then the year came with Savers and RNV fusing together. And still until today, these guys are training like maniacs, I'm going to say. But yeah, it's still on the end. They know the field. It's one thing, but once you switch to another field, and we saw it on globals, when you switch to another field, you can really see like, are they that good or do they just know the field that good?
Yeah,
It's
I know what you mean.
yeah, but it's just the truth. Like you can really see, and you played ESL also before. With an ESL event, it's always just fun. One day event, blind layout, nobody knows what the layout will be. And the chances of winning is never written, I'm gonna say. Like you never know like how will this team compete or play on this field? How will they react on it? And like I think it was the last time I played ASL. I couldn't be there for a whole day. I just played like a couple of games. And yeah, when I play ASL, I only play with ramping because I'm just lazy. It's just the truth. But no, the snake was really looking dangerous. I was looking, I'm gonna say, yeah, just dangerous and interesting. And I noticed like when I went over to the snake, I was not finding the right spot. And I even posted the clip on my Instagram. Um, we knew we were playing saviors. We know like if we just play the time, we have the same mindset. We're gonna do both just playing the time once we have the kills. So we are on the time. I knew I had to do something. And then is where the productivity is starting. Like you have the pressure, you need to do something, and you're experiencing the field. I went into the snake, I checked my lane, and there was one guy in front of me. It was a big bunker, but he couldn't see me at all. So I just went over, I was in a blind spot. I surprised someone, and then I got the two other guys. But that is just of experiencing the field and learning how to play the field on a blind layout. And that is something I admire the most. Just playing blind layouts or just don't give the team so much preparation to really get to know the field. Let the productivity work.
I think that's the best way
Yeah.
to show everyone what you're capable of, one, and how your team can adapt the fastest. I think every tournament should have a new layout. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
I agree on that. Definitely.
It's
It,
um
it brings more dynamic and more
of course.
just people will be more excited to play because even for this year NSL we played 3 pro events and then we went over to the globals, but all I even went 2 times to USA and Sacramento, but all the NSL events I did was every time the same layout. Okay, it's a different foundation, different country, different building, but still in the end, it is the same layout.
Yeah,
But yeah, we will
I know.
see.
I know.
I asked
I
already a couple of times, but they will not do it.
Well, I have to say that even back in the days with second to none, everyone was playing, and I knew when second to none is on the field, all pens and papers will be taken out and take notes, and we saw it.
Yeah.
And the one thing every team made the mistake is that, and that's including saviors, because I know they train so much. It was easy peasy. They were doing what we were doing, and we were against each other again in the finals. And we said, Elias, you here, Rebel, you here, and you here, and you here. And it was almost a mercy rule, because everyone was doing always the same stuff.
Yeah.
And in the finals, we changed. We said everyone is doing the same. It's not that we are hide stuff for the finals.
No.
No. It's just, hey, these guys were always doing the same. What we do, they do. And in the finals, we changed 3 things, and was almost a mercy rule. And this is the thing that people train and train and train. And I have to say, Hinte, I don't know if it was the second one. CQ Bros called me, and they said, well, Harots from CQ Bros called me, and he said, yeah, we had a training session, and this and this, and I don't know. And I said, look, I'm gonna give you a few positions. And they were playing quarterfinals or almost semifinals.
Yeah. I think it was the second event.
That was a second event. The first event, they sucked. They were last, and they called me and they said, Dimi, can you help me? And I said, look, your player needs to be here. You start shooting over there, then you switch over here, and your last position, your last shot is over there. This player, instead of this, he needs to run to that bunker. And they did, and they were playing the way I said it, and they were playing, I don't know if it's quarterfinals, semifinals. And I was like, if I can give you information from my house, watching a print screen on the phone, and watching this and this, and I saw the first game, and I saw nobody's doing this and nobody's doing that. I said, you do this and you do that, and they achieved good results. And it's just about how you read the game and how the players move on the field. And if everyone is doing the same over and over, because the layout stays the same, you need to find a solution what hasn't been seen yet,
or what hasn't been done yet, because there are still there are some things we didn't experience or didn't saw yet. There are still some hidden spots on the field, but you have to find them. So,
yeah, and the good thing is, what if each tournament had a different layout? I can imagine already that people will have no clue, because they don't have this developed, like new layout, a new environment, new vibe, new field, new whatever. And that's the way that's what I love about the FCC or about paintball. New layout, this will keep you, your brain is still rolling, it's still adapting. That's where you see talent.
Yeah, definitely. And even when you said like playing against saviors, I just want to jump into that one a little bit. Not about the game, but just how you prepared for the game. Right now, I'm coaching for like 2 years already. Maybe my 3rd year is coming. And I started on a good way, but in the process, I will learn a lot, and I already learned a lot. Just by making mistakes, and by making the mistakes you will get a lesson, and you have to take the lesson. But one of the biggest lessons I learned, and what I think a lot of people need to learn is about the game, is you cannot predict a game. I'm gonna just say it different. When you are starting like semifinals, just say semifinals. We are playing against, let me say, just EC. Okay, we know what EC is doing. We scouted them and we saw, okay, they are doing this. The first game, we're gonna come up with a game plan. So we have a basic game plan. We're going to see if it works. If it doesn't work, that's a lost round, but it's a try. But from the second round, we know how they played, so we can adapt on this, and we can see where the most aggressive or most value player of this team is. And it's just about don't if you are playing, don't lead the game. Let them lead the game, but let them make the mistakes. Because if they are thinking like we can play our game, you can just play on them and you will block them at every time. And that is some of the things I learned this year. And it really developed at globals. And yeah, one of the biggest things is just like if you are playing 5v5, one of the most important things is break shots. And I gotta say one thing, Junkie, and it's actually a funny thing. I learned it the hard lesson, and it was the first time Hakai was playing second to none. I saw the stream this week, last week. Harry McSwain was saying like, why is Hakai running with 5 guys, 4 runners, 5 runners? And we were with only 7 guys. And the thing was, why we were running, we couldn't get to our spot. It was just like this. We couldn't get to our spot. And we had to play you guys in the semifinals. And I watched the semifinals. And I was like, what the fuck? You started with 5 break shooters. We were all 5 running. I was like, what of a mistake we just made. It was insane. But this is the hardest lesson to learn. And from that moment, I knew like I have to have at least 1, and I prefer even 2 break shooters. Otherwise, you can't do shit. But I learned it the hard way, and I took the lesson. And I was actually I can't say it. I was
Humiliated?
Yeah, I was humiliated just by watching it. I saw you guys standing on the breakout wall, and I was like, these guys just did 5 break shooters. We were with five guys running. What the fuck we were doing?
Yeah, but it's Jente, it's also the interest. If you have a passion for something, even if it's dart, even if it's bowling, even if it's volleyball, whatever, if you have passion, you are interested in your enemies. You are interested in how he runs, how he shoots, how he does his mag reload. If he's shooting, for example, and if he does a mag reload, goes he behind the bunker to do the reload and come back again. So it's all about passion. If you have passion, you are reading everything what's happening on the field, but from your opposite team while they're playing other teams. So it's all about that. And if I don't know if you remember a video clip of mine playing with pistol, I said at home, at the breakout, 2 players are going left. He's going to the snake. He's going to the right side. I'm going straight to the middle.
Yeah, I remember the clip. I remember it.
So the game is not even started, and I already knew what was going to happen. It's because I've read those guys before, and I said, this is what they're going to do. And my prediction was right.
Yeah.
I went to the middle. This kill 1, kill 2, kill 3, kill 4, home, kill 5.
Yeah.
So, and that's just part of the passion you have for the game. You need to read, because at the FCC, I was on top, and everyone was watching the game, and I was the only one said he's dry firing, and everyone was like, huh? Yeah, he's dry firing. So eventually I was right, because I was trained to hear as well. On the field. Oh, it's dry firing. He's going to do a reload. Attack. So these are the things that I say you have to have passion for the game. And you have passion, you will study everything. The way someone moves, the way someone shoots, the way someone does a reload, the way how long it takes to do a reload. So it's all about your interest in the game. And if you're passionate about it, you will put your effort and your energy into it.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that's what we did from 2019 until 2023.
Yeah, definitely. And it's really had it really had the a big achievement for all of you guys. It's like the saying, passion will always beat talent. You can be the most talented guy, even in football, especially if you are if you have it easy to use your feet with the ball. But the other guy is struggling with learning it, but he is passionate and he's really obsessed with the game. He will become the pro player and not you, because he doesn't have the ego and he's eager to learn and
Yeah,
learn from every mistake he makes, and just passionate about all the other players and just learning by the other players. So no, definitely. And yeah, if like you say, if you're passionate and you are willing to put the time, effort, sweat and tears into it, you can achieve everything as long as you believe in it. That's
yeah,
that's the biggest thing. So okay,
definitely.
Junkie, I have another question for you.
Yeah,
I want to talk about the brother duo. How was it? How did it feel? Because I have a brother myself. Me and my brother did always BMX racing together, but it's more like an individual sport, so we aren't connected with each other. But having the opportunity to play with your brother, I think it's a gift.
I appreciate my brother in many ways. First, for the person who he is. Um, he didn't only shared field, airsoft field, but also played football with me in the same club, same team. And but because this podcast is also related to airsoft, speedsoft, I will be talking with about Elias about speedsoft. I'm so happy that I had my brother with me the entire time, and my brother has capacities that I don't have, even though many players will say that Dimi is the best player, Dimi is GOAT. My brother is, for me, one of the best players. And he's so underrated because he's not always in the spotlight.
No,
And but you need a player like my brother Elias. You need someone like him. He's in the back, but he's calling, he's shooting, and his timing is just perfect. And and I even say to my brother, I wish I could play like the way you play, but we are so different. I'm super hyped, I'm super aggressive, I'm fast, and I make use out of it. But my brothers knows his qualities, and yeah, the way he plays the game, the way how he reads the game is different than mine.
yeah,
But he's calm. He takes his time. He communicates well. He has an overall good view over what happens on the field. But all these years having my brother in the team, yeah, I had one of the best years of my life with him during the speeds of doing the tournaments.
yeah. Like I said, I can imagine it's a gift, because everyone has a brother or a sister, but having the luck to share a passion with your brother or your sister, doesn't matter, is it's really a gift. Because I know not everyone is getting along so good with their brothers or with their siblings. I had to look. Me and my brother aren't so much in difference of age. Actually, with you guys, who is the oldest? Because I'm still, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm the oldest.
Okay, okay, you're the oldest.
Everyone thinks he's the oldest, but I'm the oldest.
It's just because of the beard. He has like a larger beard. It's
Yeah, and he's more serious. He's
yeah,
more.
definitely. It's
I'm
it's
more of the funny, the joke guy. He's more serious. But that's
no,
why I love him. He's really serious, and the one thing. that I appreciate from my brother is, if you fuck him up with something, he will never watch you in the eyes again. It's over, and that's the
Okay.
one thing that I admire from him. He's very serious in life. He hates discrimination. He hates racism. He hates this stuff, and if people have a two face, for example, he also doesn't want to be involved with
Yeah.
these guys.
He's a man of respect and honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
100%.
okay. That's something I really admire about him. And I can say I played with you guys both. Elias learned me a lot. I still don't know the how I need to say it, the decision he took to put me in not by playing Nations Cup 2023, but the position, because it was his position, and he told me like, you have to play this one. I was like, I'm not the coach right now. I'm a player, and I loved it because being a coach and not being coach is something way different, and I loved it. I really loved it. And he said to me like, Mushin, the only thing you need to do is keep shooting the snake. But the funny thing, what I was thinking in my head was like, okay, Elias, but I'm like the only M4 who doesn't shoot that fast. Everyone is putting lanes over here, and I'm just like tap, 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 tap. How do I need to keep the pressure over there? And still, the way he learned it to me, it really I really admired it, and I really took big lessons out of it. And I don't know, is Elias still gonna play, or he's going to retire?
No, I think if we're gonna play and he has the time, and I'm involved as well, that he's gonna play.
Okay, nice. I would love to see you guys, both of you, back on the field together. It's really nice to see you guys, and even for us Belgians, when you guys are both on the field, even we can't understand you guys because you're speaking in Spanish then, and it's so funny. The biggest trademark you guys have is just the laugh. You have the both of you have it. It's just the laugh. It's
Yeah.
it's
But
it's so
it's
funny.
the way we do it is just taunting. It's like
Yeah.
it's trash talk, but it in a funny way.
Yeah.
And but also because we enjoyed that shot.
Yeah, and we can really hear it. You enjoyed it, so
Yeah.
okay, Junkie. Like you said, you played Speedkebie NSL from 2029 to 2023. You set a point behind it. You took a bit different road. The new era, Junkie FCC. How do you see yourself in FCC the upcoming years? Like, how do you see yourself in the whole FCC league?
Well, I really appreciate. First of all, once again, I really appreciate Theo Griezmann. I know he was behind me and trying to convince me to play FCC. But when he introduced me to FCC, I was still playing, and I couldn't make the switch, even though I was really interested. And then of course, yeah, my last surgery, I definitely couldn't play. And he said, "Yeah, but you can play this," and I said, "Yes, I can play, but I'm not 100% at the moment.
Yeah.
But when I'm ready, I'm definitely gonna play FCC." Um, but I'm super grateful that he wanted me at the FCC, that he gave me the shot, that he gave me the wild card to play FCC. Unfortunately, I have to say, even though the results say differently, but I'm 40 years old. I'm the oldest one in the FCC Pro League,
Yeah.
and I can. It's weird to say, but I can feel slightly a difference when I see Baba, when I see all these guys play and move, especially move. They are young, dynamic, explosive, and I'm not gonna say that I'm slow, not at all. I have my movements, and I always say this in the interview, but I have to rely more on my shots.
Yeah, definitely.
And like I said, and you say, how do you see your future in the coming years? I don't know what my body, my legs will say in those
Yeah.
years, but I'm showing everyone that age is just a number.
It's definitely just a number. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but sometimes yes, it does matter, because
Yeah.
the movements at the FCC is more demanding if you just play speed soft. Because, for example, Jente, you play home, you stay at home, but you watch left, you watch right. At the FCC, you start, and then it's also a strategy, but you need to know, guessing, but you need to know a little bit where he started, what his movements might be. If he sees you, he takes a shot, you need to react fast. So there is so much pressure on those legs, jumping left, jumping to the left, jumping to the right, ducking, jumping, going back, sprinting forward, stopping, running, and all those movements are so demanding. They are asking so much energy, and that's why I'm saying that I don't know how long I will be playing, but as long as I can play, I
Yeah.
will be playing. And of course, I have to say how it is. We had a meeting with Theo, and last Saturday I played my main event against Sleep. I went with 3,000 euros back home, and that was for 2024. 2025 is coming. The new season will be coming as well. And what I heard from Theo is that people are talking about 3,000. Well, it will be coming 6,000, 8,000, even 10,000. And my
Oh,
first
yeah.
reaction was, God damn it, I will be 42, 43 when that happens. Why not now? But that's the future, and
Yeah, it's really the future.
it's the future. And like I said, if you go home, I went to France, played 20, 30 minutes, and I went home with 3,000 euros. That's more than I ever won
And,
playing
and
any other competition.
yeah,
It's crazy, and that's how it should be. And it's crazy, and I hope FCC will stay as long as possible, and that it becomes a real sport, a 1v1 that is known in many countries, or that in many countries it can be played, the FCC.
yeah,
But it's crazy, and once again, I have to thank Theo for doing all this, because
yeah,
imagine he has 30,000 euros for the players, because I got 3,000, Slip got 1,500.
yeah.
That's already 4,500, and then the co-main event and all the other events, and then 15,000 euros going to the camera crew. But it's a complete camera crew,
I
not some
saw
guys.
it. It's
It's a
crazy.
company.
Yeah,
So what is he gained from all this? I don't know. But he's doing it for the sports. He's doing it for the players, and
yeah,
it's just amazing. I have to take my hat off for him.
yeah. And actually, I want to jump in right there because many players, many people don't know. Like they are always saying, like, yeah, for Theo, it's easier to set something up like this. Okay, maybe, but on the end, he's willing to do it. He's dedicated to do it and make a new sport and do it for the players and pay the players and make a living out of it.
And
Yeah,
don't forget,
it's
from the first game until the last, he's in that VAR box.
yeah, I know.
So
He's always
it's
in the
not that
VAR.
it's not that he's hiding somewhere in the VIP room, hanging out with all the other guys and sponsors. No, he's on the field.
He's literally
So
helping out and really making sure his VAR is on point. And
yeah,
yeah, even the VAR is actually on point. Even when you have a big penalty, like a major or first degree or minor, you can really review it on the field, like they show it on the display screen. So yeah, definitely my hats off for Theo. He's really dedicated and willing to put all his money into it and making it a legit sport. And yeah, just the way you can go and play airsoft and yeah, earn big money for it. 3,000 is big money. It's not something you get overnight. Some people don't even get this for a month. So
That's why
3,000,
it's crazy.
it's a lot, and yeah, you definitely deserve this. Like I said to you, I watched the finals. You really played a very good game, and yeah, the 3,000, the cash prize was really deserved to you, man. And
Yeah,
I'm
thank you,
really looking
appreciate it.
forward to seeing you play more. The only thing I can say is when you meet Vava, yeah, Vava is gonna smash you. I said it to Barry too. Vava is gonna smash you. Is the only thing I can say. No, but I'm actually, it's insane. If we just check like FCC is right now for 1 year or maybe a little bit more, I don't know for sure, but it's living right now for a year or maybe some more. And where FCC is right now, it's crazy. So many formats, many leagues can't compare themselves with what Theo is doing.
Yeah.
So one more, I want to ask you to take us actually with you how you prepared for a match like against Slip, because Slip is a two-time champ. Baba was a two-time champ. How did you prepare actually for an event like this? Because it's still it's guessing.
It's very hard, and especially now in my case. But I was watching the games, previous games from Baba. I was watching the games, previous games from Slip. But they didn't give me any real feedback, and the only thing that I had to do is look to myself, go very deep mentally, in the way of picturing yourself in the worst case scenario, losing the games, losing by points, because the only thing that I hear from the players at the FCC is how strong I mentally am. They never see me crack. They've never seen me back down. I stayed composed, calm, focused, but it's hard to prep. The only thing that I was prepping was my knee, one, to be physically
In
in
shape.
a better shape.
Yeah.
I'm still not in my best shape, but in a better shape. And the mental part, just the mental part. Um, to give you an example, if I can shot or if I can shoot some players with already a one ball from start, it's like giving them like the problem, like fuck, I have to watch out for Dimi, because if he sees the little pinky from my hand, he will shoot the little pinky. So that's the goal that
Yeah.
people need to be aware. Like, I don't have to expose too much, or Dimi will see it and he will shoot.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that was the goal. And against Sleep, to be honest, at my training session in France at the FCC, I trained Baba, I trained another guy, and then I asked many times, "Hey, Sleep, can we train?" Yeah. Said yeah. Eventually, he didn't, and but I needed to train him or Cispeo. Cispeo was there as
Yeah.
well, and I said, "Cispeo, train with me, please," because he has the same height.
Yeah.
He's tall. He also jumps a lot. He has similar play style.
Yeah.
And while I was training with Cispeo, I saw Slip upstairs watching the game. But I was focusing on my game, and I smashed Cispeo so hard but that was my goal. That Sleep had to remember, like, oh my God. And he was, and I remember he was being mad at his spill, at his mistakes, and why you do this, and why you jump too much, and why this. And his spill, the only thing he said, yeah, I don't know. Every time I pop, he shoots. And one ball. I had him so many times, and that was for me the key moment.
Yeah.
The mental game to Slip. And if you saw the finals, he was almost 70%
in the
defending
back.
In the back.
Yeah, but we saw it on the stream. He was really staying in the back, waiting and holding the same line again. It was playing the same. It was playing predictable, I'm gonna say. And even when
he's still a good shooter, because he got me several times, and I have to give props. But this guy, 1 meter 94 or something, one little jump and he sees everything.
Yeah, it's that's something crazy. It can be an advantage, but at some time it can be a disadvantage. So it's not always the easiest to being so tall. So no, but I talked with Fava too in the first episode. When you're really playing FCC, it all comes down to your mind. You cannot, you can prepare for a game, but if you're like you said, you were seeing yourself on the lowest, see yourself losing on the baddest way ever possible. And I experienced it myself, FCC, standing there on your own, two guys on the field, all the cameras on you. It's all the pressure you are getting is something you have to deal with. Some people can, but I think you are just so locked in. You are like, it's my game. And it's like you say, and even when you played 5v5, you were always the guy with one of the best mentality. You are locked in. You are not scared of anyone, and yeah, you just have to be confident in yourself, and you have to trust yourself. So yeah, no, damn, it was a really great game. Next one is gonna be Yahoo.
Mr. Duracell.
Yeah, Mr. Duracell.
My wife said this guy is like Duracell. I said that's the perfect word for him. It's the perfect name. Yeah, indeed, against Yago.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because Yahoo is a different type of guy. Like you say, Duracell.
He's Duracell. This guy, I already trained with Diago. We had a training session. But I know what I can expect, and he knows what he can expect.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a very, very interesting game. This is the one that it could be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Which I believe it will be.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we're gonna do weird stuff. Not weird, but I think you will see crazy shots, crazy games, crazy runnings, hidings. That's what I expect from this game. And like I said, whoever wins, I will be especially in a good vibe, because after my win, he was one of the few guys who came up to the field and hugged me, and that's the same way I would do if he would win. And because that was really sincere, and I really appreciate from Yago.
The thing is, what many people have to understand: on the field, you're an enemy; off the field, you're friends. And some people can divide this, some people can't. But yeah, Yahoo is really a good guy. I played him already a couple of times, not FCC, of course. But he's a very energetic person. I saw him playing FCC too. He's the guy who's always doing weird shit, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. He's unpredictable.
Yeah, definitely. He's very unpredictable. So yeah, Junkie. Let me go a little bit further into the future. First of all, what would be your next goal in airsoft? In general, maybe competitive airsoft, or in general, what is your next goal? Like now, you won the champion, you are the ruling champ, you have the belt. What do you want to do next? Win again, or
No, maintain my position. I think FCC, I believe, is my last chapter.
okay?
So I'm going to enjoy every second of it, and whatever the outcome will be from the next event, I'm gonna proceed. I'm gonna, if there is a loss, there will be a comeback, of course. But FCC is the one that helped me a lot, not only financially, but the way the sport is created. Because
Yeah,
I've always been a competitive player, and this is the ultimate sport. And
yeah.
as long as I can play it, and I have the opportunity to play it, I will be playing it.
So you're actually, so your next goal is to play as long as you can and maintain your position in general.
Yeah. And
Okay.
my next, I have to say, I have a goal, and
Okay.
that's World Cup.
Okay, yeah, I saw World Cup is coming up for FCC. I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to be a hell of an event. Um, if I'm free, maybe it's in France. France is not that far from me. We will see.
Yeah,
But I would definitely go if I can. So it's going to
yeah.
be an insane one just to support Vava. Because I'm like I said, the first time when he called me and he told me like, Musha, I'm going to play. I'm selected to play FCC. I was so happy for him. And yeah, I wish him all the best luck. And it doesn't mean he's leaving the team or this or that. It doesn't matter. On the end, he's a friend of me, and yeah, I'm just happy for him. He can do something like this. So yeah, definitely. But you said FCC is gonna be like um, your end game. We're gonna say. Um, what you gonna do after it? Are you going to get back into coaching, or it's gonna be really the end, or it's not predicted
Um,
yet?
no, I mean, I had a good conversation with my wife, and I promised her that I won't be playing Speedsoft because there is nothing to gain,
No,
um,
definitely.
only stress, and that's a stress that I could avoid and needed to avoid. And then FCC came up, and the opportunity itself, and she asked, it's in France, because I said I'm not going to travel anymore outside Belgium. But she saw FCC, she saw the pro division, the pro
Hmm.
series. She saw my the co-main event. She saw what I could win, and she said, Dimi, go.
Yeah,
This is something that I want you to go. And it's not that she gave me permission, but she says, this is something that you always wanted.
yeah.
This is something that you always looked for. Now you found the sport, and go get what you deserve. And I got the co-main event. I won 1600. That was already massive.
Hmm.
I got the main event. I won 3000. So in two events, I'm almost at 5K.
Yeah.
It's insane, and she is supporting. And the next main event, she will be traveling with me if
Okay.
we find a babysitter.
Yeah, of course.
But she's so interested also in going and support me, because this is different, Jente. If you are playing sports and you are getting paid, it's like a salary, an extra salary that comes in your home, and
Yeah.
that's always welcome. If you would be you did in the past bikes, right? BMX.
Yeah, BMX race, yeah.
So if you would do that now and that would be an extra income, your wife has no reason to say, hey, Yenta, I don't want you to ride any BMX anymore. No, because it's an extra income.
Yeah, definitely. It's you now right now for all of us, the only thing we are doing is making sure we have a good sponsor who can provide us with things, making lower the cost. But on the end, the only thing we are doing to play is spending, and nothing getting nothing in return. So
So
I really understand it.
and and that's the thing. If you are spending and get nothing in return, you are losing. And when you are dealing with someone, you share a house with someone, you have a wife, in my case, kids need to eat, kids need to have food. And if you spend your entire weekend on an event where you pay so much money and go home frustrated with empty hands, even worse, minus on your bank account, I don't think you will see a happy wife.
No.
And that's what I mean with FCC. She said, Dimi, go. This is something that you want. This is something that you always have wanted. And that's why at this moment, I don't know why it took so long, but it did. But I'm playing it. I'm 40 years old. I won. And now the only thing I need to do is continue holding my position. And Jente, don't forget, in my mind, I have already two things. If you say to yourself, I just need to win 2 more times. If I win 2 more times, it's 9K in total.
Yeah.
No, from the last 3, but we play 4. So it's almost 11K. So, and that's the goal. In my mind, it's like, Dimi, win 2 more games.
Win
Sounds
the big
easy.
money. Yeah, it sounds easy, but it
but
isn't easy.
That's
Not at all.
the fighting goal. It's win 2 games. First start, the first of March. That's the first that's in 2 months. That's my first game.
Yeah.
And that's my first goal. Win.
Get some money in the bank, right?
Yeah.
No, definitely. And I can understand what you're saying, like only spending, having kids, everything, having a household. Even my girlfriend, she's my fiance, sorry, she's very supportive of what I'm doing. She sees my passion into it. And yeah, that's one of the things what is difficult, because she also sees I'm spending, but she sees that I'm passionate about it. But yeah, at one point, money comes
It
and
needs to stop.
goes. Yeah, it needs to stop. Like at one point, there is no money anymore. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
like, there is no money to spend anymore. Like, what are you going to do then? All the money you spend it, you invested into it to make something of it. It's difficult. Like,
I know.
but yeah, we will see. You're winning the big money, and let's hope you can maintain your first spot. But like I said, when Vava is coming, sorry, then I have to support Vava.
If
So
I don't know. It could be that I can be confronted with Vava. Could be.
could be if Vava is winning his second one, so the next one,
Yeah.
and you're losing, you're playing against each other.
Yeah, could be.
So yeah. Oh, of course, I hope you win, and of course, I hope Fava wins. But it would be nice. Of course, it
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
nice. Okay. I'm gonna end my last question. Then we're going over into some of the listeners' questions.
Yeah.
Junkie, as I'm gonna say it, you are a goat of the whole airsoft world. I said it to you personally already. You are really good. When I started airsoft, I'm gonna say it too. I really looked up to you. I learned a lot from you by just watching you and being able to play under your wings, and by you leading the Team Nations Cup 2023. A lot of people are still looking up to you. So do you have any tips, tricks, how to become better at the sport, or what things you did to become better, or something you can give to the people, how to become on the level you are?
Yeah, first of all, you need dedication. That's one. And two, you need to be able to put yourself in a position. Always put yourself in a position. It can be during a training session, for example. Always look in. If I put myself on this bunker, how would I eliminate myself from the other side of the field?
Mm-hmm.
So these are just minor things, but it will improve your game sense. It will improve the way how you should be communicating with your team to eliminate this certain player.
Yeah.
So you are searching already for a problem that can be turning into a solution.
Yeah.
So
Okay. No. That's
and
actually a very good example. Actually, like putting yourself in a difficult situation, kind of, and trying to search for a solution. Yeah, yeah. Do you have
yeah,
another one? You can always say.
I have so many ways to coach someone, to give pointers in a way of positioning themselves, how holding an M4 or a pistol, how to be communicating to each other. Um, I I have to be honest. I always had that idea, and I can play the game, but I can teach, and I'm not afraid in the way of giving stuff, in the way of giving information.
Yeah,
People just need to reach out. It's not
yeah,
that I'm going to post, I'm doing this and that, because um, I always have supporters, and I have invisible supporters in the way of it's like no, I don't like Junkie, but blah blah blah. But they're watching what I'm doing.
yeah,
I have a lot of these guys, and but Yago also once said, Dimi, I'm coming from Spain to you, and I want you to teach me a few stuff because I'm dealing with these kind of problems. And I said, that's easy peasy. And the things that I can say is be humble. One, be humble. Put your ego aside because there is no ego. There is no ego. Believe me. And the reason why I'm saying this is because there is a saying that they say is that a healthy person has so many wishes, and a sick person has only one.
yeah,
And with that, there is no ego. And that's how I put myself all the time. And there is no ego. The only thing that people need to accept and have to accept is that there always will be someone better than you.
yeah,
There is just a way of how you can keep up and how can you improve. And the way you can improve is to put yourself in a position, like I said before, put yourself on a field and put your imagination on the other side and say, how can I eliminate myself?
yeah.
So that way you will find solutions for yourself. And if
Mm,
you find that solution for yourself, you can guide your team, because then you see the picture like, Rebel, if you stand here, this guy cannot see you, you can shoot him from this angle. And that's how you can improve yourself as a player, as a coach, and as a coach towards your team. You need to become believable. And when you become believable, then you're a leader of the pack. Then you can lead the pack because you believe. And when they believe, you're the guy. And in my case, my team always believed in me. I was the first guy to go and sacrifice and say, I will take 2 guys for you, and you guys need to finish it.
No.
Because I remember back in the days, people say, oh, Dimi always needs to kill. Always. No, I don't need to kill. I'm opening the path for my team so they can go through. It doesn't matter who does the hang or who does this. I don't care. We win as a team. And if I have to sacrifice, I will do that gladly. And with 100 times more, I will do a sacrifice. And that's the most important thing. Put your ego aside. There is no ego.
No. Okay. Yeah. Good tip and trick, man. Definitely. People are struggling a lot with their ego. But like you say, there is no ego. Just be yourself. And yeah, if you want to be respected by people, give them the respect back too. And let them believe, give them give them a reason why they should respect you and should believe in you. So put just the ego aside and just be yourself.
Put your ego aside and be open. Accept that you can be taught and learn something from someone else. It's the way life is.
People have always different perspectives of all kind of things. So,
of course. One thing that I have to add is that when I was still playing, I always listened to my players. I don't. There is a big difference in giving them the feeling that they are in charge. No, because there is a team captain. But listen.
Yeah.
You got shot. Okay, Bente, come. Where did you got shot? Okay, you got shot from here. Let's find a solution. Let's find you another position so you are not getting killed by that player. So what do you give this player? You give this player confidence. You give this player the feel that you are not mad, that you are searching for a solution. So it's not like you did something bad. Fix your problem.
No, first explain.
Guide. You have to guide the players. Guide the players because you need the 5 players. Yeah. And if you want the 5 to be alive, search for solutions.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm not sure on which episode I actually said it or if I even actually ever said it. I split up a team in different, how I need to say it, different names, different tasks, or just names. And in the team,
you can alphas and then...
alphas, sigmas, and just dogs. It's like this. Like in every team, you have the alphas. Like I'm just gonna say for a second to none, you were the leader, but then you have like alphas like Rebel, Elias. Yeah, you have so many players, and yeah, some people when you come in a team, you first have to earn your respect. You can't be an alpha right away. That's just a thing. You can't be an alpha right away. You have to earn the respect. You have to prove yourself, show yourself, and it's just everyone have their specific task and personality and just the thing they can give to the team, but what makes the team better, that is just something you have to learn working with. And that's the thing, like you're saying, you have to listen to your players. And as a beginning coach, when I was in the beginning, I was always like, this is my way and we are going to do this. Because I had a team who was very brand new. And I evolved to adding new players, playing longer. I evolved as a coach, as a captain, as a leader, because back in the time I was never used to playing in a team. I was always used to just be individual and only blame myself and no one else. And it really changed my complete mindset and just how you need to work with people. But at one point, when you evolve to that point, you will have people who will not say something, but when it's needed, they will say something. So it's always at one time people. It's all about the group. Like even a team, you can't run a team if anyone have problems with a player. If players have problems with players, you can't win championships on that way. If you are willing to win a championship or win an event, you need a team and you need players who are all on the same level, who are respected to each other, who can work with each other, and who can look each other in the face. Otherwise, you can't. If you have some rotten apples, I'm not sure if it's the right
Yeah.
in English, but if you have rotten apples, just throw them away. It doesn't. They don't add any anything to the team. They are just destroying it. So sometimes you have to make a big decision. But yeah, okay. Are we going to jump in to some listeners' questions? I have some nice ones. So okay, I have the first one is from Hyper. I'm not sure if you know him. It's a German player. He asked, "Can we still be friends?" LOL.
Can we still be friends?
Yeah, Hyper asked that to you.
Look, I don't have any problems, issues. I think I left a lot of things behind me.
Yeah.
Because of the situation, and I know his situation. I've listened to his podcast as well, and whatever the choice he made, of course, he said that the only reason he went there is because everything was for free. It was just that simple.
No.
There is nothing to hide. It is what it is. That's what
It
he
is
said.
what it is. Yeah.
If that's his choice, then it's his choice. But for many around the world, and everyone knows the facts, and I left that to rest, and whatever he does, whatever he wants to do, it's his choice, and I have no problems with him. So
Hyper, if that's clear, if that clears your answer, your question, you have it. Okay, I have the next one from Vava. Vava asked two things. What is your biggest achievement as a player?
my biggest achievement as a player, that every single time I was on the field, if it's Speedsoft, FCC, my biggest achievement is that I always gave my everything, my all, and I never underestimated anyone.
Okay.
And I think that's my biggest achievement as a player, that I always gave my all, my everything.
And you just believed in yourself. You believed that you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, oh, we're going some deep, man. Shit. Some good answers, to be honest. Next one. Where are you the most proud of building?
Building
Yeah.
replicas?
I don't know.
I believe building replicas.
Building. You can. It's an open question, so you can choose whatever you want. He has to be more specific.
Okay, what was the question?
He asked, "Where are you the most proud of building?"
Okay, I will say something private, and then I will say something in maybe a replica, whatever, because this is airsoft related. Of course, people know me as I'm within the airsoft world. The most proud of things that I've built was my family. That's the most precious thing that I ever built, and that's my family.
That's the perfect
And
answer, man.
and if he must ask about replicas, I think the ones that I built for my own that makes me a better player.
Yeah.
Because I can build a replica for me that maybe doesn't suit you.
No.
So
it has to fit. A replica has to be has to have like a personal touch to it.
yeah.
Like everyone can shoot with everyone's guns, but once you have it in your hand, it feels like this is mine.
Yeah.
And this is especially made by me, and nobody can do it like me because I made this.
Yeah.
So okay.
The ones that I built for myself that makes me reliable with the ones that I use, that's the builds. Those are
Okay.
the builds.
Okay, yeah, nice. Next one is from Echo, also an FCC player. The top FCC players. We're gonna say like, give me your top 3 without choosing you.
Baba,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin,
Definitely, yeah.
Iago. Top 3 is said? No, eh?
Yeah, you can do top 5 too, man. It doesn't matter
Ah.
for me.
It's that Baba is a fucking good player. Kevin is a good player.
He definitely is.
Iago is a good player. Slip is a good player. Barry with his M4 is a good player.
Yeah, Barry is definitely a good player.
Vava is a good player. Serbs,
Yeah.
Serbs, Echo, they all showed their qualities.
Yeah.
So it is so hard to pick my top players out because if you put me against Vava, it's a top event. If you put Baba with Vava,
Yeah.
top event. If
Yeah,
you
definitely.
So it's so hard to pick a top player or few top players, but
Yeah.
all these players have their qualities
And showed that they really belong there.
Indeed, believe me, if you put me to school, it's not gonna be an easy game.
No,
And that's what
definitely
I
not.
mean. It's so hard, and that shows the level that we have at the FCC, even with Echo, with Serbs, with everyone there. The level is high, and yes, I'm playing Yago, but I would be, if I would play with Echo, I would also be focused at
Yeah.
100%. So that's what I mean. I have to give respect to all these players because they
Yeah.
have an amazing high level of playing.
Okay, then. He asked another one too. I'm gonna rephrase it a little bit. If you can give me one person from the whole league you want to play, how did it say? You are looking forward to play the most. Like you see, like I really want to play him.
From what I've seen, I think the last game between Kevin and Baba, I think Kevin showed his skills with his shots.
Yeah.
So it would be very interesting to play against him. But I have to say, because I told Baba, if you saw the gameplay of Kevin, it was similar to Barry and it was similar with Slip. They were all
in the back.
On the back.
Yeah.
So it's different because if you're standing in the back and you're just watching in front of you, the other one is creeping up.
Yeah.
And every movement that you will see in front of you, it's easier to have someone already in target. Because if you hide yourself behind bunkers, then you start looking around. But if you are in the middle, having an overview actually of the field, so it's hard to say Kevin, but what I've seen against Baba with his shots, I would say Kevin.
Okay. So let's hope you will play Kevin soon. Yeah, actually, Kevin, I saw him playing before. He is a very good player. He is different than the rest, I'm gonna say, in his gameplay.
Yeah.
You can really see the howler monkey still in him, kind of. So no, I would really love to see you guys play against each other. So next one is from Tacos Ash. It's actually not a question. I had to say something from him. Please just tell the legend I love him. So Tacos Ash, I wanted to say this to you, man.
Thank you, Ash. He always supported me and Sekitonon.
I met him in Sacramento. He's a very great guy, an honest guy. Actually, all the guys of Tacos, they're really sweet guys. So he's, yeah. Next one is from Doc. He said, keep the short stroke setup as a secret.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good one.
Yeah, I saw like your kappa. It's a 3.9 or is it?
I have a 4.3. The ones that I did use was a 3.9 indeed, and it's shooting great.
I just have like a question. How is the range? Like, if you would play on an NSL field, would you have a good range or?
You would have the same range as you would have with the 4.3 or 5.1.
Okay, yeah, nice. Because it's people say it's only in my head, but I refuse to play with 5.1. I started with a 5.1. I switched over to a 3.4, 4.3,
Yeah.
and it felt completely different. The feeling of a 4.3 is way snappier, I'm gonna say. And yeah, if you give me like a 5.1, I'm already saying like, no, do it away, please.
Well,
It's
I had a 5.1, and believe me, it felt like a 4.3.
yeah, okay.
It's just the way how you set up and the slide and also the setup. That's
Mhm.
important.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, to be honest, I'm not the biggest tech guy
Yeah.
on my kappas or my M4s. I have to say, last weekend I cleaned my Vinci because I was misfeeding, and I have to say it was needed. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I can do the techniques. I can do the technique shit, no problem. I know
The
how
basics
I.
is important.
Yeah, but it was really needed. So let me say it on this. But now he shoots back fine. Um, Next one is from Rush Olix. What format do you like the most? FCC, NSL? I'm gonna divide it like team or solo. What do you like the most? Playing in a squad or playing on your own?
Um, Playing in a squad has different is a different way of playing because you play in a team format, which means a lot of communication, a lot of field awareness, um, how to react if someone of your team gets killed, you end up with 4 or you end up with 3, how you manage to still go over the opposite team. And I like the 5v5 in team format with my team, for example.
Yeah,
But the 1v1, like the FCC, it has some more value to it
yeah.
as an individual player because it's just you.
Mm,
It's only you, just you, because in a 5v5, maybe your gun breaks, you can't shoot, but you're still with other 4.
yeah.
And those other 4 can still win the game.
No,
So
definitely.
it all depends on how you see yourself. But like I said, I love the 5v5 with my team. And not just my team. I would say my team and Team Belgium 2022, Team Belgium 2023. It's the way that you stick together as a team, that you will fight each other
Yeah.
for the team. So it's completely different, but in the situation now, I have to say FCC all the way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good question. Good answer. Um, to be honest, like you say, 5v5 is way different. It gives just another vibe. It's like I asked Vava the same question, and he told me he would choose the 5v5, and just only because of the vibes, the feeling of it, just the team bonding and everything around it. But it all comes down to personal improvement and personal development and goals you want to achieve. Like for you, you already achieved a lot in 5v5. 1v1 is right now your main objective to set bigger goals that you didn't achieve yet. So yeah, I can imagine why you choose 1v1. So you have some things to set to give them the last show of Junkie and make some history.
Yeah, for sure.
I have one from Titi. How did you become so good? Did you train a lot, or it's just a gift?
It's not a gift, because like I said, I've been doing sports from a young age, and believe me, it was hard. I had a very I'm not gonna say rough, it was rough at the time, but it paid off later.
Yeah,
Because I remember when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, we lived in an apartment, and just behind the apartment we had a field,
yeah,
grass, where we could play football, practice, whatever. And my father always took me and my two other brothers. I have an older brother and a younger brother, of course. And they gave it up, and I never did. And every time after school, my father took me outside, train my left foot, my right foot, um, and that was my biggest talent. I was shooting with my right foot and my left foot. They were equal. People would
yeah.
say, I don't know if he's right, if he shoots
Or,
natural with the right foot or left foot. I had a talent because of my father, but to become the person of or dedicated athlete or player, I had to go through some serious stuff. For example, and I can assure that almost nobody experienced this, is that when I wanted to skip a training session that I didn't want to go, my father gave me a beating. He would beat me, and he said, "You
yeah.
will go to the training session."
He was really determined of you going to he really wanted you to learn
Yes,
like kind of discipline. You choose for this, you will do it.
yes,
Okay.
and we had rainy days. We had days with a lot of snow, with a lot of I don't know how I say it in English, from these ice balls
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know either. It's
Yeah, well, I think I could count the days that I skipped training on one hand during an entire year. And I
yeah.
trained from Monday to Friday. So it's not it's talent, but it's also discipline.
Yeah.
And if people say, "Oh, Junkie has a snapshot, it's insane," that snapshot isn't there by casual. I trained for it. I trained so hard. I trained my iron sight with iron sight. I trained with red dot. I trained the muscle memory. Like when I lift up my pistol, I know where the height is. I know where the distance is from my pistol from my face. I know um, the reaction of it, and it's the same with M4 as with it
Yeah.
with the pistol. So it's home practice. It's drilling, And don't forget, I've been doing airsoft for 18 years. It's not that I do it for the last 2 years, because there is a
No.
big difference. I
Yeah.
know when to shoot. I know when to react. I know it all makes part of it, and that's the player that I am today, and or the last years. And that's it. It's you have to practice, practice, practice.
If you have discipline, you have eager to achieve your goal, you can do everything. That's the thing. So if you aren't disciplined or you don't have the dedication or determination to get to your goal, yeah, then you can have talent, but you will not
No
reach.
shortcuts.
No
No
shortcuts.
shortcuts.
No, definitely not. So, next one is from VK Nightmare. What more is there to achieve in airsoft?
Um, what is more to achieve? As long you feel great, as long as you feel happy in what you are doing, and you find somewhere the motivation to keep doing what you love to do. There, I can say there is no age, but you need to be injury less. No injuries. If you can proceed in the things that you love to do, then there is no age.
No,
So
definitely not. Age is just a number.
age is just a number, but you need to be willing to sacrifice
Yeah,
in being in good shape.
yeah,
Like I said, I'm not in my best shape, um, because of my last surgery, two surgeries. But look, I'm 40 years old. I'm still determined and willing to say to myself, Dimi, go to the gym. You need to be in shape. So I'm 40 years old, and I know that I have to be in shape, because don't forget, I'm competing against guys from 20
yeah.
years, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 32.
I think maybe the second the second guy who is coming behind you is, I think, Yahoo. He's the
Yahoo is
second.
38,
Yeah, so he's the second oldest guy, and then I think maybe only Yuzu is in the 30, maybe,
32, I guess. 32, I
and
think.
all the rest is, I think, below the 30, yeah, in the 20s, and 20s, mid 20s.
Yeah,
So
indeed.
it's difficult to keep up. It's
At
not
some at
coming
some point,
natural.
well, at some point, and that's my case. At some point, you will feel it in your legs, because if you saw my main event against Slip, I was stretching, I was cramping, even though
Hmm.
it was one game, but I was cramping because I was there from 9 a.m. Waiting the entire day, standing, sitting, standing, sitting. You feel
Yeah,
the tension of the game coming up. I was cramping, and that was just a 20-30 minute game. So I know what to do, what my next session will be at the gym, and like I said, I need to be ready.
yeah. Actually you need to work twice as hard to keep up with these guys.
Yes.
Not playing wise, but physically
Yeah.
wise, I will say. Next one is from Fau Pedro. He asked. He said. No, he asked. Sorry. Why do you fart so much before you have to play?
That's a good question. I think the problem is when you fart one time, the next fart will come easily, and the third, and the fourth, and but he doesn't have to talk much, because he's also the champion fart. So
I can say one thing: if you fart a lot, it means you eat a lot of protein. Because that's the thing.
that's why, and I always say, enjoy this fart. This is pure protein.
Pure protein, free protein for
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah. Smell it. It will gain some intelligence in
Uh,
your.
and if you are even playing 5v5, it's easier to get them faster off the break. So I don't see any problems, Pedro. I don't see any problems. Okay. So next one is from UK Obreeze. Would you ever run your own events, your own league?
If I ever would organize,
Yeah.
um, that would be awesome. That would be great. If I had the money, definitely. And I said it always before. If I had the money, I would make it indeed like Theo does for the players, for the sport, because not like the ones that are now organizing
No.
an event at the Helena Veen. Sorry that I have to say, but these guys never did sports, don't have the mentality of sports, don't know where sports is coming from, don't know what suffering is for sports, don't know what competing is. And if you have someone that witness it, being at the front row, then you have someone, like I said, a believable person
Mm.
for the players, for the sport.
By
And
the
then you have
players and for the players, definitely.
a completely different mindset, and you would also be more severe with things that you don't like. And like now, Theo, with the FCC, the penalties were severe, but it was necessary because he's paying the players.
Yeah.
And if you, for example, don't take a hit or so, which is not on purpose, but he makes you think about, even if you doubt, lift your hand.
Yeah.
And because people are getting paid, and this is, like I said, serious, and I can really
He's
can call it sport.
yeah, he's really punishing the players for getting a penalty.
Yeah.
And it's the right way to do it. It's the hardest lesson to learn, especially. I know it's a very hard decision, but on the end, it will have their own growth to it.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
will become better, and they will become immune to things like this once they feel the smallest thing. Even as a starter playing. As a starter player, if you play 5v5, sometimes you will get hit as a ricochet. But these are all things I know for 1v1 is these are things that will not happen that much,
No.
because the shooting amount of shooting is way less than 5v5. But yeah, yeah, you make a mistake, you're playing on a high level, we have a lot of people watching, we are paying you guys. Don't make stupid mistakes. If you do, you will get punished a hard time.
Yeah, and that's what the now FCC is happening, and it's necessary.
No.
But the question, yeah, if I had the money, I would create my own league, my sport, and I think it would be different, way different.
No. That will be the only league you can't win.
Of course, but that's the thing that I'm open for. Like I said, I'm open to coach. I'm open to help, because I've always been this guy that if people have questions and I can help, I want to help.
Yeah.
If you can become a better player, a better person, because I made a certain decision for you to grow, hey, I'm happy.
Mm. You're really willing to help everyone as long as there is respect
Of course.
and honor, of course. Next one is from Baba. What is your dream of for airsoft?
My dream for airsoft. Hmm. Um, I will be talking about just airsoft uh, as a different aspect of it, and then the sports. Um, for just airsoft, it would be so nice that if you might hit someone, it's like laser tag. Your gun
Yeah.
stops shooting.
Yeah. Oh, it would be nice.
It's like
That
boom, you're out.
Or
gone.
just maybe like a small hit marker or something.
Yeah, something like that. That will we will see your hit.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's being possible or how it ever will be possible. That would be amazing.
yeah,
And
definitely.
same, and for the Speedsoft, what I want for the Speedsoft, or my dream, is that the I don't know how to say toxicity, the toxicity,
Toxicity. Yeah,
yeah, that it vanishes, that
yeah.
it stops, and also there is no honor in cheating, and that's it. There is no honor in cheating.
The
If
thing
you're
is,
getting,
cheating can you can always feel cannot feel how need say it in Dutch is always easier. It can always happen. You feel something, you don't feel something, but if you're cheating or not taking hits with your full consciousness,
yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah,
no honor.
and that's what I mean. That would be my dream in this sport, Speedsoft sport. That there is no honor, because like I said, I've seen weird stuff on the field, and it's happening more and more and more. Forcing trades, people are already getting hit, but they're still running 5 meters forward and still trying to kill the one behind
Yeah,
that bunker.
that's. I'm not sure if I said it once on the show, but I said it already to some guys. Like I noticed still the speed KP, and now we are on a different era. We are growing, yeah, of course, but at this moment, people are not willing to cheat anymore. They will take the hit, but they will not take the hit directly. So they
Yeah,
will first try to get one off the field and then go out. Like you
yeah,
say, the four straights. And yeah, I know like in paintball, it's all different. There it's and their cheating is like the biggest how it's
achievement.
yeah, the biggest achievement, the biggest skill you can earn in paintball by cheating. But if you cheat in paintball, you still need to make sure you wipe the hit. You need to do something for it. It's still not to talk it right, but you understand what I mean. But with playing airsoft, it's nobody sees it, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. But even then, if it's even if it's paintball, to give you an example, Jente, you are smashing every time on the training session yourself. You're kicking your butt off. Snapshot, 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 and you're in the final, and you're doing that same training session that you repeated 1,000 times. Snapshot, and you got him, and he wipes the pain off. That's the problem that I have. That you put all the amount of effort
Yeah,
in those training sessions, and this guy is just wiping it off. No,
yeah,
go out. Give that guy that respect that you just got killed.
yeah.
Hey,
And
you need to start doing something else then. Start training to get better.
yeah,
So,
definitely.
and that's the way I see it. Like there needs to be more honor.
Yeah, and even I think I said it once, like even when I get shot off break, I know it's like the most humiliating thing you can get as a player if you're playing for a long time and you get shot off break and you most of the time as an M4 never get shot off break. But if you get shot off break, it's the most humiliating thing for me, but I still will accept the shot. Take it. Next time I will make sure I get you, so you can't see me. And that's the thing. Like I, I'm taking like the honor he got me. I'm giving the respect from like guy down. It was a hell of a shot. I will take it. I go up. The next time I will fuck you up.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't think it's I don't know if that's a white word. Um, I think because I did once got shot from break, and it's not. I never got that feeling or sensation that I felt like humiliated. I think I felt more frustrated for my team
Yeah, but
that I couldn't be the help for them.
yeah, and especially when you are a home player or especially a center back player, like the guy who's providing all the communication to get from the one side to the other side, it really gives a whole other game. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, even then, like it's frustrating. It's more frustrating to get shot of break, but still, on the end, I don't care. I will take it. It's a frustration, but make sure the next time it will not happen. That's the only thing. And
Indeed.
yeah, it's as easy as that. It's just as easy as that. So, next one is also from Baba. If you had to change something in your career of airsoft, what would it be?
If I had to change in my airsoft career, I would have started with paintball.
Okay, fair.
I
It's a
would have
good,
started with paintball
yeah,
because, like the way you said it, with airsoft, you get a hit, it bounces off. Nobody has a thing to see, a mark to
no,
see, and I would have chosen paintball. That's one, and and yeah, I believe that's it.
yeah.
I've said it many
To-
many times before. I wish I played paintball.
Yeah, to be honest, look, as you see, my marker's hanging over there. I only use it like maybe last year I used it like 2 or 3 times a year because I don't have the time.
I have a marker here. I still have to use it.
You didn't choose it yet?
No, no time.
Oh, damn. But yeah, the thing is with paintball, it's more expensive. The
It's
paint,
expensive.
the paint is very expensive. But
I know.
even with Vava did was trying to was willing to start paintball with his old team FCD, but even the organization behind it, it's way better. Like where he lived in Paris, it was like 20 minutes or something from his house or 30. And he paid like maybe 500 euros a year, paint included, clothing from the team included, trainings included,
Yeah,
everything.
that's crazy.
It's insane.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
That's a great
okay,
deal.
okay, I can understand maybe for events and tournaments you still have to pay something, but if you just have to pay like 500 euros a year, you have training paint, you have all your gear and everything. It makes it so way easier.
Of
So,
course.
okay, next one, second last one is from Twinkle Toes 88. What or where did you had the most fun in your airsoft career?
Um, I believe I have to be honest. I believe every single time that I went to play airsoft, I enjoyed myself.
Mm,
I have so many good memories, but actually so many good memories from my first skirm until my last skirm, and the last skirm was Oldham with the guys from the Reapers. I every time I go, I enjoy myself. I've never had that rage like, oh, you didn't get it. No, I enjoyed. I laugh. I laugh at
mm,
them. I
yeah,
laugh with them. No, I enjoy because, well, that's the person that I am. I like to laugh. I love to laugh. I love to have a great time. Um, but the last years, even though the scene, as well as airsoft, skirms as speedsoft, um, I know that the scene has changed. We have more Rambos on the field. We have more. We see more invisible shields.
yes,
But even then, I enjoy my replicas.
yeah,
It's crazy to say, but I like to fine tune my replicas. And when I pull the trigger and I see my ball not having a flyer, just going straight to my target, whew, I love. That's what I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, oh, my guns dialed in. I have good gear on. I have a good headgear, helmet. My weapons are shooting how I wanted to shoot them. If the other one doesn't take it, I don't care. But that shot was amazing.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
enjoy that.
Okay, that's actually something I wouldn't expect, but I can understand. Like I know you are fine-tuning your guns replicas on like a high level, I'm gonna say. And if you can see, it's like I'm a mechanic. If I put something together and it works fine, I'm happy. Like it gives like you a boost. Like okay, damn, I built that shit. Um, so no, it's a good one. Last but not least, I have a question from your wife. How does it feel to win this competition and win this amount of money? Also, she said she is super proud of you.
um, First of all, yeah, made me emotional. But as a man, a father, going to another country, leaving your kids behind, fight for a title, fight for money, cash prize, and to be able to achieve those things, going back home, kids running with their open arms towards you, handing or putting the money on the desk, see happy faces, to be able to buy stuff, to buy tickets to go to the Disneyland, having a phone call from my parents where my daughter says to my father with a smile as big as, I don't know, but she was so proud, taking the belt in her arms she could barely lift, and she said, Daddy won.
Yeah. Mm.
That's the best.
I can imagine. I don't have kids, but I can imagine this will touch your heart. And I'm gonna say you're a good father to all your kids. I had the luck to meet your daughter on the 2023 Nations Cup. You have a beautiful family. You can be proud of them, and they are very proud of you. You are doing good job, and you are making them proud. So, Junkie, hands down to you. You're a working man, an athlete. You're a father to a beautiful family. Respect to you. Not everyone can do this, but you are doing it. So hands down.
Thank you.
Um, with this said, all my questions are done. I still gonna give you some time to give a shout out to everyone. If you want, the camera is yours.
Yes, of course. I want to thank my beautiful wife for supporting me all these years, but especially now that she lets me do something that will help us, that she lets me do what I love to do. My kids, um, like I said, and yeah, I can see that on social media, but all the guys that supported me around the world, Belgium inclusive, but all around the world in general, and all those that that are hiding but still support and follow. I appreciate all of you guys. Theo for building up the sport, FCC that creates a sport where players can earn money, win money, that can go home, pay stuff, buy stuff. I can say a lot of things. All the bad things made the person who I am.
Yeah.
I still learn from people. It's not always the ones that are cheered the most that are the loyal persons.
No.
And that's something that I've witnessed the last year. The ones that were asking for a jersey but ended up being against me, and so on and so on. I forgive them. I forgive them because they are how do I say, they are fighting to survive something, and I let that pass. I forgive them. They made me a person. And all the ones that are truly there for me, yeah, thank you. And that's it. And I wish you, Jenten, good luck with the podcast.
Thank you.
I hope you grow, have thousands and thousands of followers. And you, as coach for your team, Hakai, wish you good luck in whatever you do. If you have questions, like I said, I'm here to help out.
Yeah, I will definitely reach out to you. I need some of that Junkie dust.
And for all those that ever played for my team, second to none, the OG, everyone, I thank them, everyone. And I'm going to try to name them all. Me, myself, Elias, Bente, Rebel, Kenny, Alung, Dylan, Pinoy, Fano, Joker, The Wizard, Cyrox, Bilgun, Harry. Who do we have more? Polo, of course. Pene, Pascal, Pedro, all these guys. I forgot one. Gilly. If those that didn't know Gilly played for Triggered in 2019.
Oh.
Went to play for us. He was there at DreamHack to help us out. Who do we had more? Of course, yeah, Thomas Sunske for helping us out during the tournaments where we were man short. I believe that we had them all.
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone, thank you very much. Thank you for being there for the team, for being me as your captain, your coach, and we will see what the future brings. Whoever know, we never know.
Let's see. Let's hope we can still see you guys rocking on the field. Maybe in Belgium or in UK, or doesn't matter where it is. So we can still get the chance to beat you guys. So
yeah. I will always up for a fight, so no problem.
Okay. I will note that down. I will note that down.
And thank you for the invite for the podcast.
It's no problem, Junkie. You are more than welcome. Like I said before, you're a real go to the airsoft world. You're like how I'm gonna say it, you're a statue. You made airsoft grow in Europe. A lot of people started because of you, looked up to you, still look up to you. Even I learned a lot from you. Had luck by playing under your wings. Yeah, you are a great guy. You are more than welcome here on the podcast. Yeah, thank you for coming over. Last but not least, Junkie, where can people follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram. Junkie.10. That's my name on Instagram. Also, I have a second page. Photography.Dimitrios Morales. That's my second hobby that I have.
Yeah.
And that's taking pictures. And that's it.
And of course, where can people follow you on YouTube? Because you have some videos on there, and I think
Yeah,
you will bring some more. I hope so.
I have some videos. I'm not so active due to some time that I have work, being at home with yeah, as a parent, as a father. So I need to be there with the kids. But I try to upload videos. My road to FCC is online. Pickup games at the ASL. But definitely I will be doing more vlogs.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah.
Very looking forward to it, man. For real. I saw your first one, I saw your second one. I saw that you used a different camera. It was way better with the new
Yeah, yeah,
camera. It was enjoying to watch, to be honest. No, I'm really looking forward to your new journey, the future, your new Junkie era, we're gonna say. So yeah, no, Junkie, once again, thank you for jumping on the show. It was a pleasure having you here. I wish you the best of luck for the next upcoming FCC. Let's hope you can get another belt for at home. And yeah, guys, with this said, we're gonna end this episode. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Make sure to follow Junkie. He's gonna do a lot of things this year of FCC. He's gonna play FCC Pro, and FCC World Cup is coming up. So, guys, it was a pleasure having him. And guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.